Hello, welcome to this edition of Intelligent Video Today. I'm your host, Steve Vonderhaar. Join us on today's episode, Rick Allen, the CEO over at ViewLift. Welcome, Rick.
Thank you. Great to be here, Steve.
Now, tell us a little bit about what ViewLift does and how you help content producers create and manage direct-to-consumer streaming services. Now, you used to be known as Snag Films, right? How did you get from Snag Films to where you're at today with ViewLift?
Snag Films was a consumer-focused service that was aimed at helping independent filmmakers reach a global audience. It was very difficult for independent filmmakers back in 2000 and 2007 and 2008 to be able to have their films seen around the world. There were a lot of choke points in the distribution. And Ted Leonsis, who is our chairman and my friend, and I wanted to try to help solve that with digital tools. And you'll remember that in 2007, 2008, Netflix was still mailing around DVDs, and YouTube had a few cat videos, and that was kind of it. So we were early on. But that was a consumer-focused service. By 2014, we had expanded so that we were streaming on every over-the-top device on a global basis. And that technology was highly desired by media companies and sports leagues and teams. And our CTO at the time, Manik Bamba, had been recommending that we set up a business to business division, which we did. We named it ViewLift, and that became the more interesting business to us. So we shut down the consumer facing independent film distribution part of the business to focus on ViewLift and serving our business customers. As I said, it's mainly media companies, production entities, big television station groups like Nexstar and Tegna, NBCU as an example, cable channels like My Outdoor TV, and then sports, again on a global basis. At the league level, our clients include the NHL here in the United States and the big Italian pro basketball leagues in Italy, but also teams, the Vegas Golden Knights, the Washington Capitals, and the Washington Wizards in the NHL and NBA, respectively, the Mystics in the WNBA, and other Washington teams. Live Golf is a client of ours, Professional Fighters League, a number of motorsports clients, and leagues and teams of all kinds of sports.
So you're really helping content producers really connect with their audiences by providing platforms that enable them to stream their video directly to consumers. So,
That's exactly
and
right.
you do so in what is called a multi-tenant approach. Tell us
Yeah.
how a multi-tenant approach helps these sports leagues and other content providers create new business models for direct-to-consumer content offerings.
Well, our platform is proprietary to us. We have built it out over the years. We've integrated in a great number of third-party providers who handle specialized areas, payment platforms, for example, ad serving services as well. But the basic tech stack is ours, proprietary based, and we are helping our clients to reach their customers wherever they're located around the world under whatever business model those clients of ours wish to use. So we have ad supported services, subscription services, TV everywhere, which is an authenticated way of providing digital streaming to cable and satellite customers, pay-per-view, really every possible business model, and hybrids that combine two or more of them. And we're providing that to our customers in a way that allows them to stream their content, store their content, program as they wish, monetize as they desire, and then utilizing our back end which provides data and analytics in real time across all of these device types, whether it's mobile devices, connected TVs, platforms like Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV, etc., really to give the possibility of reaching all possible consumers on the device of their choice and allowing them to move from one device to the other easily, whether it's for live content like live sports or live news, or on demand content, movies, uh, uh, games that have already been played, etc.
Now that flexibility really comes in handy when we see markets start going haywire. We here in the United States, we have a little thing called regional sports networks that
Yeah.
appear to be a little bit in tumult. How do you see that shaking out over the next 2 years, and how does that create opportunity, a market opportunity for ViewLift?
It has created a lot of opportunity. It's created a fair bit of angst as well. I'd like to start out by saying that the notion of a regional sports network isn't flawed. And indeed, that focused delivery that emphasizes teams of importance to a region is a basic part of sports and entertainment. And there are many very strong regional sports networks. But there are two of them who last year became troubled. One was the Bally's or Diamond Sports Group, the largest RSN in the country. And they filed for bankruptcy last March, putting roughly half of the NBA, NHL, and baseball teams, Major League Baseball teams, at risk of local distribution. And also the old AT&T RSNs, which were taken over by Warner Brothers Discovery. Warner Brothers Discovery decided to get out of that business, and therefore RSNs, they basically turned over to the teams. And so those teams either are running their own RSNs or working with other operators. But to your point, the change, particularly in Diamond Sports Group, meant that the leagues and teams had to ensure that local games were reaching local fans. That's of critical importance to those leagues and teams. Those contracts are of big importance to teams because they provide roughly 20 to 30% of their overall revenues. And as a point of accessibility, that has been the way that most local fans watch their hometown teams. And with that disrupted, that meant that teams and leagues were looking to other solutions. And we've been lucky enough to be one of the providers of those solutions. We handle the digital end of direct to consumer distribution for our partners in that area. And they often have a linear partner, usually a local television station, that operates as the other partner, so that you've got the best of all worlds. You have a big, trusted local TV station broadcasting games, usually free to view and ad supported. And then the teams may have a subscription service or an ad supported service or a combination available directly to folks streaming over the devices of their choice.
Yeah, these teams are literally recreating their business models on the fly, and you can
Yes.
play a key role being a partner on the digital platform side as they rework their business models. And the platform continues to evolve. You have product offerings that are in a constant state of update and upgrade. What are some of your priorities that you're looking at when you're looking at the evolution of the features and capabilities that you're offering on the platform?
That's a great question. And the key deliverable is to make sure, especially in the context of live content, that you have a flawless delivery. And that's hard to execute when you think about all of the different devices that you're serving, because each of them have their own rules and expectations among the owners of those devices. So first and foremost, deliver the content directly. But secondly, consumers are increasingly wanting personalization. Don't give me all of the content that you have up front. Let me select what I want to consume or want to see featured when I come on to your service. If I'm a fan of a particular team, show me that team's news, information, games, replays, highlights, etc. If I favor a player, I want to come in and see if there are any highlights of that player. And we are expanding that functionality to allow other types of fan engagement to make the experience even richer and more compelling.
And not only you're supporting a variety of fan experiences, you're also supporting a variety of business models, subscription, advertising. Why is it important for you to support a wide range of business models as you're dealing with different content providers?
It's to provide our content owners, our clients, the maximum opportunity to design really the best business they can offer. And based on the types of distribution they're using in addition to digital, that's going to impact how they want to approach the digital arena. So, in the case of those folks who are replacing a regional sports network, for example, if they have a linear partner which is offering the live games on an ad supported basis, they'll often want their direct to consumer service to be operating on a subscription basis. And that's important for complementarity between those two services. For clients for whom digital will be the primary distribution, they may well want to offer predominantly an ad supported service. For many of our clients, there are individual events that they may wish to push out on a pay-per-view basis. So there are all sorts of reasons that can govern the choice of business model. And our platform is relatively unique in not only offering all of those possibilities, but making it easy for them to switch, including even switch between events, as I said in the example of a pay-per-view.
Yeah, and not only switch from a business model perspective, but also in terms of the technology that can be integrated. Talk a little bit about your relatively open approach to integrating other ad servers and other technologies from vendors who work in partnership with ViewLift.
Well, that's again a good point. What we've done is to try to make sure that the core spine of our tech stack is something that is proprietary to us so that we can control it and ensure quality. And then we've, over time, seen what our clients and their consumers, their fans, their viewers really come to expect. And then we will either provide it on a custom basis on our own development, or if we find that there are one or more parties who are clearly the best in the marketplace and whom we can integrate into our platform, we're happy to integrate it. We don't feel that we have to build absolutely everything ourselves. Payment platforms are another great example. People are used to paying on a variety of global payment platforms. We don't want to get into that area of service, so we're happy to integrate those providers who are right for that kind of content and that geographical focus that the client has. And we're doing it on fan engagement as well. The polls, trivia, game playing that often is accompanying a live sports event as either a second screen experience or in some instances integrated in to the live game itself, maybe on the right side rail. And when we can do that through integrating into our platform, it makes the experience better for the fan and strengthens our platform offerings.
So I can't let you slip away without asking you the prototypical AI question. How do you see artificial intelligence being used by the ViewLift platform today, and how's it going to impact your product roadmap, say in the next 3 to 5 years?
We've been using machine learning for quite a long time, and that's the basis for personalization. We're watching what you're consuming. And since many of us are Netflix or similar entertainment platform customers, you're used to Netflix saying, well, you like this, you may also like this new title. That's all based on machine learning. AI takes it a step further, and we're utilizing AI as we move to deeper integration and personalization, but we're also using it to help simplify our workflows and our clients' workflows and to really execute faster and more seamlessly off stage where the customer doesn't see us, but also in terms of how we surface offerings to them right on the device.
So really tailoring those AI capabilities to the specific needs of your customer base and your production capabilities on the platform. So thanks so much for taking the time to visit with us today.
It's been a pleasure, Steve. Thank you very much.
And we thank you for taking the time to watch today's episode. If you want access to more insight from industry thought leaders like Rick Allen, just go to the link right below there. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll get notifications of future episodes of Intelligent Video Today. For IntelliVid Research, I'm Steve Vonderhaar. Thanks for your time.